Welcome to English Guru classes. Please click the red subscribe button and press the bell icon to receive all latest updates and notifications. Good morning students. In this video lecture, I will discuss about the pronoun and its kinds with complete explanation along with examples for better understanding of the topic. Okay, so let's start. Pronoun. In Hindi, we say Sarvanam. A pronoun is the word used in place of noun. संज्ञा नाउन के बदले में प्रयोग किए जाने वाले शब्द को सर्वनाम प्रोनाउन कहते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, भगत सिंह वॉज अ ग्रेट पेट्रियाट. ही डिवोटेड हिज लाइफ फॉर द नेशन. पीपल अडोर हिम. In the above example, the words like he, him are pronouns because they stand for Bhagat Singh. Now points to remember: pronouns are used to avoid the repetition of nouns. The noun for which a pronoun stands is called its antecedent. In the example, Bhagat Singh was a great patriot. He devoted his life for the nation. People adore him. Bhagat Singh is a noun and is the antecedent of the pronoun he and him. Now let's see kinds of pronouns. Personal pronoun, व्यक्तिवाचक सर्वनाम. डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव प्रोनाउन, निश्चयवाचक सर्वनाम. इंट्रोगेटिव प्रोनाउन, प्रश्नवाचक सर्वनाम. रिफ्लेक्सिव प्रोनाउन, निजवाचक सर्वनाम. एम्फैटिक प्रोनाउन, प्रभावशाली सर्वनाम. पसेसिव प्रोनाउन, स्वत्ववाचक सर्वनाम. रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन, संबंधवाचक सर्वनाम. इंडेफिनिट प्रोनाउन, अनिश्चयवाचक सर्वनाम. डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव प्रोनाउन, वर्णात्मक या व्यक्तिवाचक सर्वनाम. एक्सक्लेमेटरी प्रोनाउन, विस्मय बोधक सर्वनाम. एंड लास्ट वन इज रेसिप्रोकल प्रोनाउन, अनुपूरक या पारस्परिक सर्वनाम. सो इन दिस टॉपिक I will discuss all these kinds in detail. Okay, so let's see. First one, personal pronoun, व्यक्तिवाचक सर्वनाम. Personal pronouns stand for persons or things. They stand for three persons. First person, प्रथम पुरुष. Second person, मध्यम पुरुष. And थर्ड पर्सन, उत्तम पुरुष. इस प्रकार हम देखते हैं कि जिस सर्वनाम से तीनों पुरुष, प्रथम पुरुष, मध्यम पुरुष और उत्तम पुरुष का बोध हो, उसे व्यक्तिवाचक सर्वनाम कहते हैं. Now let's see the examples of personal pronouns. He is an intelligent boy. They are going to the market. You are fit for this post. She bought some fruits. I am a good batsman. In the above sentences, the words like he, they, you, she, I are personal pronouns because they stand for three persons. Let's see next one. How a personal pronoun describes a person or thing. The person who speaks comes in the first person, and in singular we use I pronoun, and in plural number we use we. The person who is spoken to comes in the second person, and the pronoun you is used both in singular and plural. The person or thing which is spoken about comes in the third person, and in singular number the pronouns he, she, it are used, and in plural number the pronoun they is used. Now let's see the conclusion. The pronoun I and we denote the person or persons speaking. So they are said to be personal pronouns of the first person. Pronoun I is used in singular and pronoun we is used in plural. Okay. The pronoun you denotes the person or persons spoken to. So they are said to be personal pronouns of the second person. Pronoun you is used both in singular number and in plural number. The pronouns he, she, it, they denote the person or persons spoken of, so they are said to be personal pronouns of the third person. Okay, and pronouns he, she, it are used in singular and the pronoun they is used in plural number. Now let's see the uses of personal pronouns. There are three types of persons: first person, second person and third person. And in first person, in singular number I and in plural number we are used as subject, and in singular number me and in plural number us is used as object. So the subject in singular will be I and object in singular will be me, and the subject in plural number will be we and object in plural number will be us. Now let's see the second person. In singular number, pronoun you is used as subject and pronoun you is used as object in singular number, and in plural number pronoun you is used as subject and pronoun you is used as object. So I and we comes in the first person and the pronoun you comes in the second person. Now third person, in singular number pronouns he, she, it are used as subject, and in plural number pronoun they is used as subject, and pronouns him, her, it are used as object in singular number, and pronoun them is used as object in plural number. So the subject in third person will be he and object in third person will be him. The subject she, object will be her, and for subject it, object will be it, and if the subject is they, then the object will be them. Okay, so he, she, it, they, him, her, it, them, these pronouns comes in the third person. Let's see next one. Demonstrative pronouns. निश्चयवाचक सर्वनाम. Demonstrative pronouns are used to point out the object or objects to which they refer. निश्चयवाचक सर्वनाम डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव प्रोनाउंस का प्रयोग किसी निश्चित व्यक्ति या वस्तु को इंगित करने के लिए किया जाता है. Now let's see the examples. This is a camera. These are books. That is a bus. Those are boys. Here the words like this, these, that, those, etc. are adjectives when used with a noun, but pronoun when used for a noun. So this is very important point, that when these words like this, these, that, those are used as adjective, when they are used with a noun, they work as adjective, and when they are used for a noun, they work like a pronoun. Okay. Now demonstrative pronouns. निश्चयवाचक सर्वनाम. Let's see the examples. This book is mine. This is my watch. So in the above sentences, in example first, this book is mine. Here this qualifies the noun book. So it is an adjective here. And in example second, this is my watch. Here this stands for the noun watch. Hence it is pronoun. So in the first example, this has been used as adjective, and in second sentence, this has been used as a pronoun. Now let's see interrogative pronouns. प्रश्नवाचक सर्वनाम. Interrogative pronouns are used to ask questions. जो सर्वनाम प्रोनाउन वाक्य में प्रश्न पूछने का काम करते हैं, उन्हें प्रश्नवाचक सर्वनाम इंट्रोगेटिव प्रोनाउंस कहते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हु इज दैट मैन? होम डू यू लाइक मोस्ट? हुज इज दिस बुक? व्हाट इज योर नेम? विच इज योर बैग? नाउ points to remember. The words what and which can be used both as an interrogative pronoun and as an interrogative adjective. For example, what is your opinion? Here what has been used as an interrogative pronoun. In the second example, what opinion do you form? Or what opinion do you give? Here what has been used as an interrogative adjective. Now reflexive pronoun. निजवाचक सर्वनाम. Reflexive pronouns are used as the receiver of an action. The reflexive pronouns are formed by adding self, self in singular number, and selves, selves in plural number to the personal pronouns. Right? Let's see in Hindi. निजवाचक सर्वनाम रिफ्लेक्सिव प्रोनाउंस, व्यक्तिवाचक सर्वनाम पर्सनल प्रोनाउन के अंत में एक वचन में सेल्फ और बहुवचन में सेल्फ्स लगाने से बनता है. Now let's see the examples of reflexive pronouns. He solved this problem himself. She was looking to herself in the mirror. They hurt themselves. We do our work ourselves. I saved the drowning child myself. Here in the above sentences, the underlined words like himself, herself, themselves, ourselves, myself are reflexive pronouns. Now points to remember. A reflexive pronoun always acts as an object, not as subject. Let's study the following table. First person, second person and third person. And here subject in singular I is used, and in plural we pronoun is used, and the reflexive pronoun for the subject I will be myself, and the reflexive pronoun for the subject we will be ourselves. In second person in singular number, the pronoun you is used and reflexive pronoun for the subject you will be yourself, and in plural number the subject you is used as pronoun and the reflexive pronoun for the subject you in plural will be yourselves. Okay. In third person in singular number the pronouns he, she, it are used, and in plural number the pronoun they is used, and the reflexive pronoun in singular number for he will be himself, and the reflexive pronoun for the subject she will be herself, and the reflexive pronoun for the subject it will be itself. In plural, the reflexive pronoun for the pronoun they will be themselves. Okay. Now let's talk about emphatic pronoun. प्रभावशाली या जोरदार सर्वनाम. It is a personal pronoun used to emphasize noun or pronoun. प्रभावशाली या जोरदार सर्वनाम emphatic pronoun व्यक्तिवाचक सर्वनाम पर्सनल प्रोनाउन होता है जिसका प्रयोग जोर देने के लिए किया जाता है. इसे व्यक्तिवाचक पर्सनल प्रोनाउन में सफिक्स सेल्फ SELF और सेल्फ्स SELVES जोड़कर बनाया जाता है. Now let's see the examples of emphatic pronoun. He himself opened the gate. You yourself can solve this problem. We ourselves wrote this letter. The town itself is not very small. I myself prepared the test paper. In the above sentences, the underlined words himself, herself, yourself, ourselves, itself, myself are emphatic pronouns. Okay, now let's see the difference between reflexive and emphatic pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are used as object of the verb when the action of the verb returns to the doer. An emphatic pronoun can be removed from the sentence without affecting its core meaning. Let's see the examples. He himself solved this sum. Here, in this example, himself is used as emphatic pronoun, and in second sentence, he solved this sum. We have removed the emphatic pronoun himself, but there is no change in meaning. He himself solved this sum and he solved this sum. So the rule is that reflexive pronouns are used as object of the verb when the action of the verb returns to the doer. An emphatic pronoun can be removed from the sentence without affecting its core meaning. So this is the basic difference between reflexive and emphatic pronoun. Okay, now let's see relative pronouns. संबंधवाचक सर्वनाम. Relative pronouns are used to join relative clause and relative sentences. संबंधवाचक सर्वनाम का प्रयोग दो वाक्यों को जोड़ने के लिए किया जाता है. For example, the man who came here yesterday was my brother. My father has bought a novel which I wanted most. This is the man whose uncle died last month. This is the girl whom I met yesterday. You can do what you like. So in the above examples, the underlined words like who, which, whose, whom, what are relative pronouns. Okay, let's see next one. The relative pronoun who or whom are used for persons only. The relative pronoun which is used for animals and lifeless things. The relative pronoun whose is used for persons and things, and the relative pronoun that is used generally for things, and relative pronoun what is used for things, not persons. So you have to keep in mind all these points. And relative pronoun as used after such, and sometimes it is used after the same. Okay, let's see the example. You are such a friend as I thought. Your garden is same as mine. Next point is after negative but as relative pronoun is used in the sense of who not or which not. For example, there is no man but loves his country. It means that there is no man who does not love his country. There was no one but a doctor. There was no one who was not a doctor. There is no rose but has some thorn. So it means there is no rose which does not have some thorn. Now points to remember. The relative pronoun must be of the same number and person as its antecedent. This is the first point you have to keep in mind. The relative pronoun must be of the same number and person as its antecedent. Okay. Next point is the verb which follows the relative pronoun must agree with the antecedent in number and person. For example, he who was so poor could not afford his family expenses. So here in this sentence, the verb was agrees with the antecedent he in number and person. Now let's see next one. Indefinite pronoun. अनिश्चयवाचक सर्वनाम. A pronoun that does not refer to any person, amount or thing in particular is called indefinite pronoun. जिस सर्वनाम से किसी निश्चित व्यक्ति या वस्तु का बोध नहीं होता उसे अनिश्चयवाचक सर्वनाम कहते हैं. Some indefinite pronouns are all, some, any, one, few, everyone, everybody, nobody, many, none, nothing, etc. Okay, pronouns ending in body, body, or one, one, are used for people like somebody, nobody, everybody, someone, no one, everyone. These indefinite pronouns are used for people. And next point is pronouns ending in thing, thing, are used for things like anything, everything. Let's see the examples. Anybody can enjoy this festive occasion. I opened the door, but there was no one at home. Next example. Everybody loves Reena. Here, singular verb is used after indefinite pronoun. Next example is everybody enjoyed the party. They were very happy. Now distributive pronouns, वर्णात्मक या व्यक्तिवाचक सर्वनाम. Distributive pronouns are pronouns which denote persons or things of a group separately, not collectively. Since these pronouns always become singular, they take singular verb. वर्णात्मक सर्वनाम का प्रयोग दो या दो से अधिक व्यक्तियों या वस्तुओं को अलग अलग बोध कराने के लिए किया जाता है. Now let's see the uses of distributive pronouns. First, use of each. Distributive pronoun is used for two or more than two persons or things. For example, each one of you will be awarded. Next example, each of the boys is honest. Next distributive pronoun is either. Use of either. Either is used in the sense of one out of two. For example, either of you can take this issue to the court. Next example, either of these two girls is intelligent. Next distributive pronoun is neither. Use of neither. Neither is used in the sense of none of the two. For example, neither of you is fit for this post. And next example is neither of these two boys is handsome. Now exclamatory pronouns, विस्मय बोधक सर्वनाम. This pronoun is used as an exclamation to express sudden emotion. For example, what? Did you meet your lost child? What? Can't you go there? Hurrah! We have won the battle. Oh, you are ruined. Ah, my uncle is dead. So in these sentences, the pronouns what, hurrah, oh, ah are acting as the exclamatory pronoun. Okay. Reciprocal pronoun, अनुपूरक या पारस्परिक सर्वनाम. This type of pronouns are used to indicate that two or more people are carrying out or have carried out an action of some type with both receiving the benefits or consequences of that action simultaneously. In other words, we can say reciprocal pronouns are used when each of the two or more subjects is acting in the same way towards the other. In Hindi, जो सर्वनाम पारस्परिक संबंध बताते हैं उसे अनुपूरक या पारस्परिक सर्वनाम कहते हैं. Now let's see the kinds of reciprocal pronouns. There are two reciprocal pronouns. First one is each other and second one is one another. So reciprocal pronoun each other is used for two persons or things. For example, Ravi and Pooja love each other. And reciprocal pronoun one another is used for more than two persons or things. For example, the robbers were fighting one another. Next example, Ravi, Sohan and Neelu love one another. Okay students, thank you for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Best of luck for your future endeavors.